This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, they're scared.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 60 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get up.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That second down play nets a -4. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let him know, let him know.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, They're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On first down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Podem falar que danou ou menção mano?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. And he'll find Hall. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Keep playing hard.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing now is Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now throwing again. This one to the right, caught by Valdes-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I'm coming after you. Inside. 5. 56, right there. 56.
Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
319. 56. Hey, watch the slant.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming to you.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
26.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
50. Hey, you block over here. 56.
Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete, so it can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go, here we go. Watch the screen,
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 34 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The 1st-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down.
Twenty-one.
Set up. We got to get the ball.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tight dog.
And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Blue 58. 56. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Rodgers to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Get the ball.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers again now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step 30. Hey, orbit. I'm here all day.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And they're moving on to the conference championship.